Whoa. I don't know what in the world is going on. I just sent Jan and Robin. So we were supposed to be live with the Zoom going in. Um, anyways. Hey, it is Monday night. Hopefully, if anybody ends up seeing me, let me know that you're here. I know that there's something powerful going on. Something amazing is happening right now because whenever there's all the friction, instead of flow, in this is because there's something amazing happening. So let me see. Okay, well, someone tag Robin. Robin's going to jump on with me. I wanted to zoom in here because you guys heard that Facebook is getting rid of live broadcasts. And so we were doing Zoom in here, but normally my daughter that lives in Greece does it for me because it's at 12:30 and she's asleep. Josie was trying to do it with me and that did not work. So can someone tag? I don't see any comments. This is crazy. Tag Robin and hopefully I'll be able to get her added. Hey, let me know where you're listening from. Yay, Robin. Thank you, God. I am so excited. I can't even. Yep. Can't grow without friction. Okay. First of all, talk for a second.
Me talk? Hang on. I had to not use my computer. Every difficulty we've had could have.
Why can I not hear?
I don't know. Hang on.
Hey. Okay, I'm just gonna say hey. Be very excited. The problem is that I really wanted to hear what you had to say. I can't hear, but let me know that you guys can hear Robin.
Okay.
Hey,
Sorry,
Dusty.
I'm having to
Hey,
readjust.
Lori. Can you guys hear her?
Can you hear me?
Anyway, all right. Well, this is the deal. Yay! We have a duplication system. We had numbers going up. You can hear me, right, Robin?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can read your lips. Okay,
That's
God, I
weird.
just thank you for this night. I thank you for this company. I thank you for whatever's happening right now. Something amazing's happening right now, and you are moving, and I just thank you. So what we're gonna do right now, Robin, there was a Zoom on Saturday, which I should drop that in here. We have till the 5th. We just came off of Total Momentum, and you started out that Zoom on Saturday, and I was like, oh man, everybody needs to hear where you're coming from. And because we have something simple, something that people are really actually being able to grab onto, we also need to be talking business. So I want you to kind of just tell everybody, and I can't wait to go back and listen to the replay. Oh, we can hear you and hear Robin. Okay, yeah. Problem is I can't hear Robin. So Robin, just kind of from your heart, you're a straight shooter. I want you to talk to people about where we're at, where you feel like we're at, the momentum and excitement that we have, what we need to be doing right now.
Well, I feel like we're like in a growth cycle again, which it's been a long time. And I feel like you're just starting to see like the effects of all the good things that Oliver's put into play. Like, so the subscribe and save, bringing out Clear Protein, the app, the website, the codes, all the things. I think you're finally getting to see like the fruit of that. And that's super, super exciting. And I mean, I haven't been up until 1 a.m. on end of the month for a long time, and I had people pushing. What I love is group sponsoring is up, and people are getting confidence back. People are, they're getting loud. They're talking about products, and what I would love to see is now like, okay, we've kind of got some confidence back. We've got good things rolling. We've got this sale. We've got all the things like Oliver and Corp have delivered everything that we've asked for. And now we just need to like turn the knob just a little bit and be talking with that same enthusiasm about products, about the comp plan and about what the business. So we have all these people now that should be getting, some checks back, bigger checks, new people getting their first checks, all these things. So now we just need to say, like, what are you doing with those checks? Like, how does that benefit your life? Like, it's easy for people to talk about what the products bring to the table. Oh, like this one gives me energy, or this helps me sleep, or I'm feeling great, I lost weight. But like, let's talk about like what the money does for us. Like, I love it because I finally seen people get out of their shell. And I really think it was the fact of like letting people talk about one product instead of a whole kit, gave them the confidence, like, hey, I'm going to go talk about this one thing. And that can open a conversation to more things, to kits or to a few other products or whatever they want. But we're seeing like a rebirth in our company, and I like couldn't be more excited. I think the app is outstanding. I love that for a new person. Kala, I know you can't hear me, but and I know that you guys are going to talk about that after we get off, but all the things that we have been doing, you're finally really getting to see the result of. So, if you're someone that wasn't a part of that momentum, like get going now, it's not too late. If you're one of the people that are in the momentum, like keep it going. And I love that corporate pushed this into March to keep us rolling on that trajectory. Just don't forget we have other really awesome products like GLPX it's going to be something you're going to want to talk about again, because compounding pharmacies are going to have to shut down compounding, I believe, at the end of March or April. I'm not even 100% sure, but those peptides like trizipatide and semaglutide will not be available for compounding anymore, and people are going to be looking for an alternative source for that. So much good things. Like, it just made me so happy to see people come out of the shell and be talking, showing up on social media, showing up every day. And I know that's one of the big changes I've made in my business. I've been trying to go live longer, go live more often. Showing up every single day, and talking about things and how they fit into my life. And that's what people want to see. They want to hear your story. And that's why the influencer age is so big, because people are just literally saying, this is what I love and this is why I love it. It's that simple. Like, so now what I would love to see is people, okay, you tweak the knob a little bit. Now let's see you like really amp it up in March and talk about, okay, the business side of it. Like, you could literally have a business with just Clear Protein. And we have people right now that sold hundreds of bags. Like Lori, I mean, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because I didn't memorize the deal, but like Lori Ulrich knocked it out of the park. Christina Stoltz, all these people sold mad bags of Clear Protein. So like, let's take that same energy and like, let's put it to the business too. Keep talking about those products, but let's talk about the benefits, what it does for you. Like, there is not a mom out there that doesn't think groceries are high. So like, let's be talking about, hey, I use that extra however much you made last month to go to Sam's or go to Costco or get new tires, whatever the thing is. Just like, let's go. We have momentum. You don't get that just all the time. So like, let's go. Like, and yeah, Freddie just said, here's the bundle I love. You know what I love? You wanna know like my all-time favorite ever in the history of Zingular bundle that I love is Clear Protein, because with my 100-pound weight loss, I believe in protein, and GLPX and Trim Sticks. Like, those are my three heavy hitters. So yeah, we just got to keep moving and keep hustling and do. Like, you're starting to see large enrollments. People are spending money, and, start with a product and then, introduce them to all of our products, and just fit the customer where their need. But I've seen a huge change in people getting on and getting some confidence and some bravery in the business again. And I love that. Poor Kelly,
Well,
you can't hear what I
this has
said.
been, people are very excited in the chat. I'm going to be very excited to hear it. I know, I love that you were using a lot of hand motions, and I do know, no. So I just want to say this. I mean, I know that what you said on Saturday was like spot on, and I was seeing this, like, I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm so addicted to this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm like almost completely out of stuff, and I'm like, this is so ridiculous. I'm dying for my order to get in, right? I mean, that's how people are going to be. And I had a lot. I had ordered 4 and I had 2 others. I had 6.
And we're going to
So it's
have
like right
all
now.
these testimonies. We're going to have all these testimonies to be sharing
And
now,
actually,
because
the other thing that I wanted to say is I'm going to have, I think Jan, I haven't even seen her been on here. Lacey, if you could text her, I am literally here. But I had Gabby make some stickers because I think we're crazy. And if you want to put it in here, Lacey, you can. But you guys need to be carrying these things around everywhere you go for your own self and for other people, because anybody that ends up getting a chance to try these. So I can end up figuring out how Gabby, who made the stickers to go on these samples, I think it's going to be crazy for us not to have them with us handy. And with the app, I mean, isn't this so cute?
Those are cute.
So it's like, I think that right now, I don't know what you were saying. I wish I could know, but right now, this is our door opener. A lot of times when you go to Walmart or wherever, it's like they have a deal to get you in the store. And then, you know, as long as we can get people hooked, because we really are going to be known as a trusted global wellness brand. And so this is them realizing, I'm not going to live without this. You are going to want the other thing. So Jan, I think that I am going to have you just jump on, or do you
Do
want
I need to go
to jump
off?
off? Why don't you jump off, I guess? But I could have Jan just come in and
I'll jump off
whatever.
because I
Anyway,
don't think
thank you
she
so
can.
much,
I don't
Robin,
think
for
she
being
can get
on here.
on.
Sorry about the chaos,
It's
but I
okay.
know that it is time for us to run. We have something and we have something coming out, and it's not too late. Did you say anything about California?
No,
Okay.
I
Well, I
just
will
said
do that.
I'm
I
gonna
love
jump
you. Thank
off.
you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going
Sorry
to push
for
the
we had a lot of
permission to jump
technical
off,
problems
and
tonight.
I'm going to, um, hey, Jan, if you would just request, thank you very much. So, I will find, these are Avery 2x2 stickers. So won't that be so great to be able to have those with us everywhere we go? Jan, so today, you look so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Today on the executive call, they were they were giving us all the updates, and then they were talking about, wow, how the app was being used like crazy. But the person who used, I'm going back to my room, because I want to get back to my lemonade in spring. They said the person who went the most nuts, that had the most use, was you. And I'm sure Greg. Sorry, I'm not trying to take anything away from here. And I reached out to you, and I'm like, when you told me what it was that you were doing, I was like, oh my gosh. We have a sense of urgency, and we have until the 5th to get this extra discount, but that also doesn't matter. I mean, it's amazing. So that's why I was like, we can't wait for you to get on here to talk about what it is that you did. So why don't you just take it away and tell people how you've been using the app, what you've been doing. And I loved what you said about, there are people that we lost in April when we changed over. So I would love for you just to take it away. And I'm just going to sit here and smile, and maybe I could even hear you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So first of all, I love how simple it is, and I started out with what Sheila Curtis suggested, and that was reaching out and saying, "Hey, I got a new Singular app. Go to all your contacts and your people." And I honestly started with that, but didn't get through everybody because I figured out really quickly how to, just start sending out other things. So I started looking, and I was like, you know what? We've got this clear protein coming. I want them to get it on subscription so that they can get the discount on it. And so I started sending out to people saying, hey, your subscription is coming up. And I was sending it through the app. And what I realized and why I started sending through the app was I use Project Broadcast all the time, but I could never tell if they were actually seeing it or clicking on it or reading the message. And I reached out to Project Broadcast, asked them, is there a way to find that out? And they said, no, there's not. Unless they respond back to you, you have no idea if they've read your message. And so I'm like, well, here on our Singular app, I can see that they've clicked on it. It sends me a message. And so I reached out to all subscription people, asked them if they wanted to get the clear protein, got it on their order. That's how I got it. A lot of the clear protein bags that I sold, people were putting them on their order. Then when the promo came up, then I reached out and I went to everybody about the promo. But here's what I found out. I was like, I'm going to go through every single person on my front line all the way down the list. And so I started sending out the message. And like you said, I realized that I had a bunch of people that the last time they ordered was 424. And what that told me, I was sending project broadcasts out to them. I was sending out recipes and, things of value. And then when we'd have some kind of a promo going on. But I realized that a lot of them dropped off. They've been ordering consistently until that point. And so I started reaching out to them then with the app and sending them, just a message that I noticed that they hadn't been ordering, and did they want to start again, and about the promo, and getting lots of clicks. And so here's the thing that I can tell you. It's simple. It's easy to do it. And I didn't run a list off. I know some people run off a list and then try and work down the list. I work best if I was just going down my volume list, tracking it on my Teamsy. And I'll tell you guys, if you're not tracking who you're contacting, if you're scrolling to try and track your stuff, that's a mistake, because you're going to lose people. And so have some way of tracking them, whether it's a sheet, Excel sheets or whatever. But anyway, so I just had that strategy. And so then, knowing that the sale was being extended, then I started it, and I hit all the people that are in these first few days, and I've got people adjusting their subscription, going in and using the 20% off, because those were some of the people at the very beginning of the month that I didn't hit last time. And so going to them and making sure that if they wanted to get it, that they could adjust it, and have had a ton of people adjusting their subscriptions, and then now working back through that list again of the people on my volume list. And so just knowing that it's simple, guys. It's so simple to send it out. And the biggest thing that I did is on my my media, I put like the 20% off graphic in there. And the thing is, when you send it out from there, it actually attaches your site to that. So it's not just the graphic that goes out. When they click on that graphic or click on the message you send, it's connected to your site. And so you don't have to send another link. And, you can put anything in there. Another big thing I did is I created a protein roadmap, and that was off of somebody else's, idea. And I just started adding things in there. So I added in, menopause stuff. I added in the clear protein things, and then just sent that out as something of value. I put up a post, and if people commented protein, they got that. Well, then I'm like, okay, you know what? This is something of value that everybody could use. So I started sending out again to all my customers. And in there, they could see the protein. I wasn't actively selling them protein, but they could see that. They came back and asked questions. They clicked on an information sheet that I had in there, but it just gave me another line of connection. So that's kind of really all I've done.
Okay, so I know people are asking for probably what you're using as your protein guide. So is that something you can drop in here?
Yes. Yep. I'll drop that in there. And I created in my board.
Like Lacey was saying, this woman works so hard, and she does. And I love the energy that you always bring, and just your heart and your drive and your commitment and your consistency. It's like, wow,
Thank you.
And I mean, you guys need to give her some love right now, because if you didn't take away something from, like, because when she told me all the things that she was doing, I was like, okay, everybody does need to hear this, and they need to be taking the action right now, because we have, you guys, this is what I know. I know that, well, two things. One, if you didn't listen to Jana the other day, I don't know, I had Jana pop in here, and that was a great one too, to help you how to be, leading with the protein. And then also Christina about how you should be showing up. So it's like, there's so much power in what you just said, what they just said. If you need to, review those things, but this is a time to use the app. I was like, oh my gosh, like, we can start people off and just have them download all their contacts from their phone, and then be able to go in. And even if they made an own video themselves, I love that we can add our own media, or leave a voice message, but send from their app. So all the people that they have can just go snoop. We're in control of people's buying. The fact that it's hooked on there right now. I love the one Chanel has about, morning magic. Wow. That needs to be out there, because that's also one that's adding value, whether you want to use the product or not. But if we have people getting started and they literally go through using the app and sending it and say, hey, I just got my my affiliate link here. I can give you a $10 off. I wanted to make sure you had this in case you're in the, market. I'm loving this stuff, or telling some other story. But if people start thinking about this, if we have people coming in and they reach out to their 100 people, and all those people have their link in their text thread,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is going to happen? You know, it's like we've been so in control. We don't have to be. Now we just have to be excited. I just feel so much more natural. So
It's
I
so
appreciate
simple.
everything that you said. I appreciate what our company's done. It is insane where we're at. And you guys, let's get to California. I mean, there's more exciting things. This event is going to be unlike anything we've ever been to. It's going to be very interactive. You know, you're going to be a lot more a participant in it than just in the audience. And there's new things that are coming on top of that. So, I mean, everything they're doing is like unbelievable, right? So, thank you guys so much for jumping on here. I appreciate you so much, Jan. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
Robin.
Appreciate you
It's
too.
very hard being in a place where you can't hear what people are saying on the thing, but God knows, God knows. So I am going to close us out in prayer. Um, God was showing me the other day, like I used to run around because, you know, I'm into his yoke is easy, his burden is light. And it's like we need to make sure that we're keeping him on the throne of our life instead of whatever else might be. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's even our business, our kids, or whatever. That's fine. You love them like crazy, but have him where he belongs. But anyway, he showed me what I used to do is I had this candle and I was running around like frantically trying to light people's candles, right? And what I realized was, it's like, oh my gosh, here's fire. First of all, I want you guys to be thinking this. When you have fire and you give it to someone else, guess what? It doesn't take anything away from you. It just adds more light. And that's what we want to do. We want to be bringing the light. But when I have my fire, I need to be listening. Who do I need to be talking to? Who's right beside me? It's like we have in our hands what we need. You know, when Jesus and all the disciples were there and they were going to feed the 5,000, they had 5 fish and, or however it was, 5 loaves, 2 fish. I don't know, whatever the thing was. I can't remember. But what did all the disciples are like, oh my gosh, we can't feed them. How are we going to feed them? What do we did it? All the things. And what Jesus did was he gave thanks for what he had in his hand. Right now, you need to give thanks for what you have in your hand. You need to be talking to the ones that are around you. I think having samples that you can be, you know, when you're going around so people will be tried. That's what I did in the beginning. I always had my protein and I always had a water bottle and I was shaking it up and letting people try it because it's like I always said, it's like, man, a lot of times we just go a long time without getting, you know, eating. Well, now we have like the literally best thing in the whole world to drink. It's like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I just want you to be thinking about this. As we move forward as a company, we need to be in unity. We are going to be in unity, and that is having the fire, sharing it with the ones around us. We don't have to worry about it taking away from us. We are not competing. Low level people compete, high level complete. What we need to do is be completing each other, cheering each other on, and realizing when someone else wins, when our company wins, we're all winning. And this is going to be a global trusted wellness brand. And so how much of this piece do we want? But just know that it's not going to take a thing away from you, you guys. We are not competing. So let your light shine. You know, let's get the word out. Listen in, because you know, I love what Jana said the other day. It's like someone comes to her mind, she just acts. She just acts. Just realize God will just give you that stuff if you're leaning in and listening. Lean back on his love and know that he's the one that brings the harvest, you know. And I know that there's a huge harvest coming and it's time for us to take the land. So thank you guys so much for being on here tonight. If you already aren't planning yet to go to the event, you have to get there. I'm just going to tell you, it is worth it. The other day, there's actually some great ticket prices too going in there. So anyway, guys, thank you, Jan, again. Thank you for being on here and
Thank you
love
for
you
having me.
guys. Have a fabulous night. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.